Did you know that Nintendo started as a playing card company in 1889? They later ventured into toys and eventually became a video game company. The iconic character Mario was named after the landlord of Nintendo's first warehouse. The Nintendo Game Boy, released in 1989, was the first portable console to feature interchangeable game cartridges. One of the most popular games in history, Super Mario Bros., has sold over 40 million copies worldwide. The Nintendo 64 was the first console to introduce 3D graphics with games like Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Nintendo produced playing cards until the early 1960s, when they shifted their focus exclusively to video games. The GameCube was the first Nintendo console to use optical discs instead of cartridges. Bowser, the archenemy of Mario, was named after a sound system used during development called the Bowser Unit. Nintendo Wii, released in 2006, introduced motion-controlled gaming and sold over 100 million units worldwide. The name, Nintendo, is a combination of the Japanese words, nin-ten-do, which mean, leave luck to heaven. Pokémon, one of Nintendo's most successful franchises, was created by Satoshi Tajiri and Ken Sugimori. The NES, or Nintendo Entertainment System, revitalized the video game industry after the crash in 1983. The Game Boy handheld console had a green screen and was influenced by Gunpei Yokoi's love for Game & Watch handheld devices. The Nintendo Switch, released in 2017, allows players to seamlessly switch between handheld and docked console gameplay. The Legend of Zelda series, launched in 1986, has captivated players with its open-world exploration and innovative gameplay. Nintendo has a long history of pushing the boundaries of game design, from introducing the D-pad on the NES controller, to the motion controls of the Wii. The company has often been seen as an innovator and has a knack for creating memorable and beloved characters. Donkey Kong, released in 1981, is considered Nintendo's first breakthrough success in video games and introduced Mario to the world. The Nintendo DS, launched in 2004, became one of the best-selling handheld consoles with its dual-screen and touchscreen technology. Nintendo has its headquarters in Kyoto, Japan, and has a dedicated fan base worldwide. The Pokémon franchise includes video games, trading cards, an animated series, movies, and even a mobile app called Pokémon Go. Nintendo's quality control is so strict that all games for their consoles must be approved personally by their development teams. The Game Boy Advance SP was the first handheld console to have a built-in backlight for playing in the dark. The Wii U, released in 2012, featured a unique tablet-like controller with a built-in screen for second-screen gaming experiences. The Kirby series, created by Masahiro Sakurai, features a lovable pink character who can inhale and copy the abilities of his enemies. Nintendo collaborates with various game developers and has partnered with companies like Sega, Namco, and Square Enix to produce exclusive titles. The Nintendo Switch Lite, released in 2019, is a lighter, more affordable version of the original console designed for handheld gaming. The Nintendo 3DS, launched in 2011, brought glasses-free 3D gaming to handheld consoles and offered backward compatibility with Nintendo DS games. The Animal Crossing series, started in 2001, allows players to live in a virtual village with anthropomorphic animals and participate in various activities. Nintendo Labo, released in 2018, combines DIY cardboard creations with the Switch console to create unique and interactive experiences. The Super Smash Bros. Series, known for its crossover battles between Nintendo characters, has become a fan-favorite multiplayer game. Yoshi, the adorable dinosaur companion of Mario, debuted in the game, Super Mario World, for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The Nintendo 64DD, a disk drive add-on for the Nintendo 64, was only released in Japan and had limited success. The Famicom, released in Japan in 1983, was the predecessor to the NES and is considered the birth of Nintendo's home console success. Splatoon, a colorful and quirky shooter game, was released for the Wii U and became a surprise hit. The Game & Watch series, created by Gunpei Yokoi, was Nintendo's first entry into the handheld gaming market. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, released for the Nintendo Switch, revolutionized the open-world genre with its vast and immersive world. Nintendo was founded in 1889 as a playing card company in Japan and originally produced Hanafuda cards for games. Before video games, Nintendo had experimented with many ventures including TV networks, love hotels, and instant rice products. The Nintendo Entertainment System launched in 1985 and revived the crashed video game market. It introduced characters like Mario, Zelda, and Donkey Kong. Super Mario Bros. Released in 1985 for NES and went on to become the best-selling video game of all time with over 40 million copies sold. The Game Boy handheld console, released in 1989, is one of the most iconic gaming devices ever. It popularized games like Tetris and Pokémon. Nintendo's mascot Mario was named after the landlord of the company's North American warehouse, Mario Segale, for demanding late rent. The Virtual Boy console, released in 1995, which used 3D goggles, was a rare major flop for Nintendo, discontinued within a year. Nintendo produced popular franchises such as The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Kirby, and Animal Crossing that continue today. The motion-controlled Nintendo Wii surpassed both Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 sales when it launched. It appealed to casual gamers. The Nintendo Switch combines portable and home gaming. It's on track to potentially outsell the Wii as Nintendo's best-selling console.